Hey, what's going on guys, this is White Chaos and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. This is actually the first time I'm covering patch notes for the game, which is pretty exciting. I used to do this a long time ago with the Division, H1Z1 here and there, and I just wanted to branch out a little bit more onto the Apex scene instead of just uploading highlight videos from my gameplay. I'm pretty excited for this update to come out tomorrow. I hope you guys are too. We're gonna go over mainly just the key points of the patch notes. We're not going to go over all the details. I hope you guys do like the way I set up the video. If there's anything that you feel like I should change or improve on the next time around, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be looking at them, I read them, I reply to them, so don't be afraid to comment a little here and there. So without further ado, let's get into the patch notes. If you do like the video, drop a like. If you also like the content on the channel, subscribe as well. Let's start into it. First off, with the Legends updates. A lot of the Legends got a ton of updates, so I'm going to go over most of them. Again, you can read the full patch notes that I have linked down in the description below. First off, we've got Lifeline. So her passive, tactical, and ultimate have received a change. Combat Revive now replaces Combat Medic, which means you will no longer be able to revive somebody with a shield in front of you. You now deploy Doc to revive teammates. Doc will deploy a shield and revive Lifeline's teammate, leaving Lifeline free to defend or revive someone else. Her tactical received a change. Lifeline's tactical cooldown is now 45 seconds instead of 60 seconds. And with her ultimate, Lifeline's care package now contains more items. Care package will contain 3 times more small healing items when it decides to spawn small healing items. Care package will also contain 2 times more attachments when it decides to spawn attachments. This is a nice little buff for Lifeline. It's unfortunate to see the fast heal go away a little bit, but it does make a little bit more sense because they just gave the ability to just plop down your dock, run away, shoot enemies while your teammate's being revived, which is pretty awesome. Plus, they buffed her tactical cooldown from 60 to 45 seconds. Next up is Octane, and his tactical and ultimate got a pretty nice improvement. So first with the tactical, upon his activation, the stim will remove any movement impairing effects, so it'll be a lot easier to see while you're running around. And it also increased the speed at which you sprint by 10% faster. That's pretty cool. His ultimate changed a lot too. Players can now double jump in mid-air after using Octane's launchpad, and you can also change directions with the double jump. That's pretty awesome. So if you need to back off or just take a different direction, you can easily do that now with Octane, so I'm pretty excited to see that. Next up is Mirage. First with the tactical, you can now hold the tactical button and release 2 auto-control decoys. They will also say lines when shot. His passive, Mirage's hollow emitters will be visible to players that are less than 5 meters away. That basically just means once you're 5 meters away from Mirage reviving his teammate, you'd actually be able to see where he is. I think it's a nice change to Mirage. It's a little bit of a nerf, but I feel like it won't be that crazy of a thing to complain about too often. Now lastly, with skydiving, instead of just setting out 2 decoys, you can actually create decoys for the entire squad. Now here's an unfortunate one, but Gibraltar got another nerf. Fast heal granted inside the dome shield slowed down from 25% faster to 15% faster. Next up is Wattson. She received a major change, which is kind of unfortunate, but I kind of see where they're getting at. I just think this is a little extreme. So Wattson's pylons now last for 90 seconds. They don't just last forever, they last for 90 seconds. Wattson can now have up to 3 pylons out at a time. So that just basically means you can have 2 fences up at a time. Quite a bit of a nerf right there. And for whatever reason, they allowed Wattson to be able to stack 2 ultimate accelerants per inventory slot. Kind of a weird change on a legend, but I guess that's just their way of balancing it out. Now the last major change we have for a legend is Wraith. While she is phase walking, it now takes 1.25 seconds to enable instead of 0.4 seconds as before. During this time, Wraith will receive a 20% move slow. So she's just going to be slowed down more, it's going to take longer to proc. It's a bit of a nerf right there. It does not affect phase walk while replacing a phase portal. So that's good to know, they didn't touch that aspect of phase walk. While in phase walk, Wraith now gets a 30% move speed boost. Pretty awesome. She can also see other players in the void. Phase walk now lasts 4 seconds instead of 3 seconds, and the phase walk cooldown is now down from 35 seconds to 25 seconds. That's pretty awesome. She did receive a substantial nerf to her phase tunnel, which decreased the distance for portal placement by 25%. So that's pretty much all of the main information on the legends that we're getting, you know, either nerfs or buffs to in tomorrow's patch. A lot of it I'm pretty excited for, and some of it, you know, I'm kind of disappointed, but that's just the way of the game. Now, the last few things I want to talk about are Ziplines and the Havoc Rifle. So first off, Ziplines, you can no longer pretty much re-grab and bounce on them while going across the zipline. They've added a cooldown to re-grappling without touching the ground. So that means if you try to bounce on the zipline, it's just going to make you fall. Once you hit the ground though, the cooldown will reset so you can get back up on the zipline and continue to bounce for a couple times. I am really not a huge fan of this change, but I guess we'll find out more information on how it truly works in tomorrow's patch, and you know, if anybody even likes it. I don't think many people will. Now, the last thing I just wanted to talk about was the Havoc Rifle. They greatly increased the horizontal recoil in the initial shots of a burst, and they decreased the magazine size from 32 to 28. Now, when Season 5 came out, they actually nerfed the Havoc Rifle slightly, making the first two shots, you know, a little bit more random and more of a vertical recoil. I think to most players it hardly made any difference, so I guess this is their comeback with that. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. What did you guys think of all the patch notes that I read off to you guys, or even if you looked into it yourself and read all of the patch notes? What's your guys' favorite thing about the new patch? What's your least favorite thing? I want to know. Leave a comment down below. And again, if you guys feel like I should have done anything differently in this video, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys right now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!